Hello and welcome back to another video. Welcome to the Dad Life. Today I just wanted to talk about a life lesson that I learned here recently. That life lesson, I was actually watching a podcast, the Real Ones podcast with John Bernthal, and it was his episode when he had Shia LaBeouf on the show. And in that podcast episode, Shia LaBeouf says a lot of things that meant something to me, that resonated with me. But there was one thing he said, because I'm not gonna lie, like I've not been the model perfect father or husband. Like, I've made mistakes. I've messed up with my kids. I've messed up with my wife, and so I've been on a self-improvement journey so I can become better, because I have to hold myself accountable, and no one is responsible for me to become a better father than me. No one's responsible for being a better husband than me, right? So in that episode, one of the things that Shia LaBeouf says, as he's talking about the diaper incident with his newborn. I don't remember if he used profanity or not, so I'll keep it clean just because I'm not sure. But he basically said that kids don't care about your crap, and what that meant for me, as I've watched that. It's a 2-hour long podcast episode that I've listened to and watched. I really don't know how many times. I'm going to say well over 20 or 25 times I've listened to and or watched this podcast episode. And every time I hear that line, I'm just kind of taken back, and it's like, your children and my children don't care if I had a bad day. They don't care if I had a hard day at work. They don't care if I come home with a headache. They don't care if my back hurts, and kids shouldn't have to care about that stuff. So, I completely understand. And we've all had times that we've come home from work or long day at the office, whatever, and you come home and you're like, I just want to sit down. But you got the kids, and my wife and I, sometimes we work late hours. I've had times I've been at work. Normally the dealership I work at closes at 6. Sometimes it's 8 p.m. that it closes. And I've had days I'm there till 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 9:30, whatever it is. And I work a half hour away from where I live. So by the time I get home, I'm like, oh man, it's bedtime. We got to eat. Got to get the kids ready for bed. And so I've been holding myself accountable to make more time for the kids, instead of just come home and eat, go to bed. So I've been correcting that, because the kids definitely deserve much better time. Sorry, I thought I heard someone in my house and I'm the only one home. And so I've been trying to set more, I shouldn't say trying, I have been, while not always perfect, I've been setting aside more time to, play with action figures with their son when I get home. Definitely need to make more time to read. So this is also me holding myself more accountable. And our daughter loves Bluey, so she's got Bluey toys and figures out the wazoo. She's got the houses and everything. And I've been taking time here a lot lately to make sure that I'm doing that stuff with the kids, or if they want to color. My daughter's been bugging me about painting my nails, so I should probably let her paint my nails. Let me know in the comment section if you want to see me make a video of our daughter painting my nails. Let me know in the comment section. If you guys want to see it, I'll record the video. But and it's true, like, kids don't care about your crap. All they care about is mom and dad home, and are they spending time with me, or are they just yelling at me, or they just want me to go to bed. And the kids shouldn't have to have that. Like, I completely agree, kids should have some kind of a structure to try to make things easier for them and for you, but also shouldn't just make it in a rush just because you had a bad day at work. And so watching that podcast episode and listening to it numerous times, did teach me a little bit about myself. And as I sit back and I realize that I haven't been the greatest, and when I say I haven't been the greatest, like, it's probably much better than what most of you have experienced growing up. Like, I don't beat my kids or screaming at them all the time or anything like that. Like, when I say I haven't been the greatest, like, I haven't been the greatest with my time management, and overloading so much that I sacrifice time with the kids because I have stuff that I have to do. Like, that's what I mean by I haven't been the greatest. Is my kids definitely know that they're loved and that they have a good home. and everything like that. So, and I will link that podcast episode for anyone that wants to check it out. I'll link that podcast episode down in the description. It is so worth listening to. If you're driving to work, you can, if you got an hour drive to work, that's one day drive to work, drive home, put that podcast episode on. So good. I would have to say that's my favorite podcast episode of any podcast that I've listened to ever, just because of the information in that episode absolutely resonates with me and it means something. So if you've been struggling with time management or spending more quality time with your kids, let me know in the comment section. Like, I will be here to support you, and you can do it. You can be that better wife, that better husband, better father. Anything that you set your mind to, I know that you can do, and I'm here to help support you and bring you the good news that you can do it. So let me know in the comment section what you think. Definitely like this video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, because I will be sharing more updates on life as I am on my journey to being a better husband and father that I can be and that my family deserves for me to be. So until next time, guys, have an amazing day. I'll see you in the next video.